expecting any visitors. My. You certainly do look a little bit worn out from your travels. Oh, just look at my terrible manners. I'm Agatha. It's so nice to meet you. Now, what brings you all the way out here?
That's funny. I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just fine out here. My husband, rest his poor soul, saw to it that our house was well protected from the elements and the inhabitants of the wastes.
Oh, your husband's dead. I'm sorry.
Well, that's kind of you to say. Yes, he's gone. After he built this place, we spent many happy years together. We decided to cut off contact with the outside world and just depend on each other for comfort and company.
Surely you haven't severed all contacts.
Oh, goodness, no. I have a supply caravan that passes here maybe once a week. I trade with them for whatever I need, and I stock up enough till they return.
That sounds risky. What if the caravan never arrives?
Well, I always have my husband's old radio set to fall back on. I used it once in an emergency when a group of raiders was getting a bit too close for comfort to my house. Otherwise, I use it to broadcast my so-called music I play from my homemade violin.
I guess a homemade violin is never quite in tune.
Oh, you are a clever one. Yes, that's exactly the problem that I have with it. It doesn't quite play all of the notes correctly, and I have to constantly tinker with it.
Your husband's radio can broadcast across the entire capital wasteland?
Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to get it working. I've tried to use it to get whatever I need, but I've never gotten a reply.
You built a homemade violin, eh? Impressive.
Thank you. Well, my husband had his hobbies. I'm afraid mine was making that sorry instrument. I only wish I could replace it with something better.
Is there any way I can help?
But now that you mention it, yes, there is. My trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin, a better one, I'd feel much more secure.
A violin? That's hardly something that would have survived the war.
Yes, very sad, isn't it? Sad to think that no more musical instruments will ever be made the old way ever again. Well, fortunately, I know where perhaps the last real violin in the world exists. If you give me your word that you will recover it, I will tell you more.
I want to help you, but that type of search could cost me greatly.
You have a point. Perhaps I've been neglecting needs that you might have and being selfish. I have a small amount of ammunition that my husband left behind. A box of odds and ends. I don't think I've opened it in years. If you do this for me, you're welcome to take whatever you need.
Alright, I give you my word I'll do my best to recover a violin for you.
Oh, I don't think I've been this happy in years. As promised, here's the key to the ammunition box. It's right under the radio table. Before you leave, I have some information that may help you, at least a place to begin. It all starts with my great-great-grandmother Hilda back in 2077, before the bombs fell.
You have records from back then?
Of a kind, yes. Hilda sent a good deal of letters to my great-grandmother Mary, who passed them on, and so forth. I suppose the correspondence could be considered a diary of sorts.
2077? I can't imagine that long ago.
It certainly is a long time. That precious instrument has been through a lot. Anyway, Hilda was quite a special woman, classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When the war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed the vault would be dedicated to preserving musical talent.
Musical talent? Why would they care about that?
Vault Tech was always promoting the vaults being used for the preservation of the arts and all that nonsense. Hilda couldn't pass on a chance to meet many of the other musical talents of the world, so she accepted their invitation. Then the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and my family never heard from her again.
After 200 years, how can you be certain the violin is in decent shape?
She kept it in a special pressurized case. Inside the case is the perfect temperature and humidity for the instrument. If the case is still functioning, the Stradivarius would be in perfect shape. Hilda's Stradivarius was named the Soir Stradivarius. All of them had names. That's what I want you to get.
Any idea where the Vault 92 is located?
That's the catch. I have no idea where it is. I'd suggest making your way to Vault Tech headquarters in the DC ruins. That would be a good place to begin. Good luck!
Tell me a bit about her great-great-grandmother.
She was quite a special woman. Hilda was her name. Classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed the vault would be dedicated to preserving musical talent. Happily, she accepted. After she entered Vault 92, the bombs fell, and the story as I know it ends.
What do you know about the sword Stradivarius?
Not too much, I'm afraid. It was fabricated way back in 1714 by a famous Italian craftsman named Antonio Stradivari. He had made a bunch of Stradivarius violins, actually, and each one was individually named over time to identify them. They are regarded as the most outstanding instruments ever made, and no two sound alike, they say. Incredible! Since the bombs fell laying waste to most of the world, it may be safe to say that this could be the last surviving violin of its kind.
How will I know the Stradivarius when I see it?
Well, from my great-great-grandmother's diaries, I have deduced that she had a special pressurized case created for it. Hopefully, the Soir Stradivarius was in the case when she... well, you know.
Is the Stradivarius worth a ton of caps?
I hope you're not thinking of doing anything dishonest. You gave me your word.
Let me ask you about something else.
Well, okay.
Do you have any information on Vault 92?
I'm sorry. I wish I did. All I know is that Vault Tech intended it to be a protective environment for the world's musical talent. When the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and the rest is a mystery. Perhaps when you find it, you can find some sort of a record of what occurred inside.
Can you tell me anything about Vault Tech headquarters?
From what I gather, it's located in the ruins of D.C. I got the location from one of the supply caravans. They told me it had extremely high security and something they call a mainframe inside. I'd imagine it's quite dangerous. I'd be careful if I was you.
I have to go now.
Watch yourself out there.
Okay, I'm gonna save quickly. Interesting. Recording studio. Enter mail. Hey guys, I'm not sure if this is even worth putting on official trouble ticket in for, but I'm getting some sort of odd pitch overlay on my sound equipment. It's almost like another signal is leaking from maybe the vault intercom network or communication gear and piggybacking on everything I record. It's barely noticeable, but I can definitely see it on my scope. Do we have any cross-wiring issues or faulty cable installation problems on sea level? And 344. I just wanted to take this opportunity to send you an intra-vault mail regarding the wonderful session you performed this afternoon. The sound you coax from your Stradivarius is bar none the most haunting, beautiful thing I've heard here to date. I was wondering if perhaps we could get together tomorrow evening and discuss this in a more intimate setting. I was trying to score. Hi Hildy, just wanted to send you a quick note. Our session together yesterday was wonderful. I'm glad the studio doors lock, otherwise some of your stuff your fellows musicians might not appreciate how closely you and I work. Make sure when we meet tonight you bring your delicate instrument. And your violin too. I have an idea of something we can do with the bow. A new technique I have always wanted to try. The naughty boy. There it is!
You have the violin? You... Oh, my goodness gracious. Seems like you've been gone forever. Please tell me you have good news.
Here's your violin, Agatha.
Oh, my goodness. I must see it, please. Oh, my. It's more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. I can't thank you enough. I wish I had something to give you, a more suitable reward for all your efforts. All I can give you is the frequency to my radio set. Tune in whenever you feel like listening to the strains of an old woman's violin playing.
Wasn't she supposed to give me a gun? Well, looks like I was wrong.